Okay, so welcome back to yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. Let's just take a moment to get grounded. There just seems to be a lot of extra stress happening, a lot going on, and so I really want us to get grounded, to get into our bodies, and hopefully as much out of our heads as possible. So take a nice comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Begin to settle in. Ground down through your sit bones. Lift through the crown of your head. Bring your shoulders up into your ears and relax your shoulder blades down your back. Soften whatever you can soften. Begin to become aware of all of the different noises and distractions around us. Sounds outside of the room that you're in, and sounds within the room that you're in. Acknowledge them and let them be. Bring your awareness and your attention to your breath. Nice, slow inhalations in. Nice, long, slow exhalations back out. Really connecting with your breath. We're going to begin today with Nadi Shodhana. This is alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take our index and our middle finger to our forehead, just that pressure point right on your third eye. Your eyes can be open or closed. We're going to take our thumb to close off our right nostril, and we're going to breathe in through our left nostril. Close off your left nostril, exhale down the right. Inhale up your right nostril. Close off your right nostril, exhale down your left. Inhale up your left nostril. Close off your left nostril, exhale down your right. Inhale up your right. Closing off the right nostril, exhale down your left. Keep moving at your pace. Inhaling up the left, closing it off, exhaling down the right. Up. Inhale up the right. Closing it off, exhale down the left. Just moving at your pace, breathing this way. Taking a few more rounds. And then releasing your hands and just take a few more big full breaths in here. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Okay, so now from this nice, comfortable seated position, inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down, reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms lift up, look up, and twist to your right. Take your right hand behind you, your left hand to your knee. On your inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. On your exhale, see if there's room to twist. Don't crank on your low back. Just see if there's room to twist into. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist. Look forward and unwind. Inhale, arms lift up. Reach up and twist to your left. Your left hand comes behind you. Your right hand to your knee. Lengthen up through the top of your head. Exhale, gaze over your back shoulder. Let it be all about the breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. One more, in through the nose, out through the nose, and unwind, look forward. Find equanimity in the body. We're just going to gently put your hands on your knees, and we're gently going to begin to make circles with the body. Your circles can be as big as you'd like them to be or as small as you'd like them to be. It's rolling around, getting the spine moving, and then moving the other direction. And coming back to center. It's finding that place of equanimity once again. Plant your left hand down, right arm up and over. Reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Come back to center, plant the right hand down, left arm up and over. Come back to center. We're going to come back onto our backs. So draw your knees into your chest, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head back down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. I think this is one of the best postures that you can do for your hips, for your legs. We're going to take our left ankle to our right knee, hold behind your right leg, gently draw your legs in. So your left elbow really presses against your left thigh. It holds the tension. So find that perfect edge, not too hard, not too easy, just right. Just breathe into this shape. Focus on your breath as it comes in through your nostrils. Focus on the breath as it moves back out through your nostrils. Breathe into the body. Where do you feel the sensation? Release your right foot to the mat. Straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. Take hold of a straight left leg. Make circles with your ankle. Move the opposite direction. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Straighten your right leg out on the mat. Gently draw your left leg towards your body. Lift your head towards your shin and release your head back down. Lift your head towards your shin and release down. Really press out through your right leg as you lift your head one more time. Draw your knee into your chest. Hug your knee in nice and tight. Take hold of your knee with your right hand. Open your left arm to the side. Drag your knee across the body, coming into a twist. So check in with your upper body here in this twist. Can you rotate your rib cage any further to the mat, bringing your left shoulder further to the mat? Gaze at your left fingertips if that feels right to you. I'm going to try to keep my head pointed towards the direction of the microphone, but you're going to move your head to the left. Now here, relax into any shape. Just relax here. Breathe your way in. Feel your way in. How does this twist feel in your body? Check in. Look up towards the ceiling. Draw your knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn back into a little ball. Exhale your head back down. Rock it out from side to side. Bring your legs back down on the mat. This time we're going to take our right ankle to our left knee. Hold behind your left leg on this side. Right elbow presses against your right thigh. Draw your legs in on this side. Breathe your way in. Soften whatever you can soften. Relax. Just connecting the mind and the body through the breath right here in this place. Release your left leg to the mat. Straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. Take hold of a straight right leg. Make circles with your ankle. Move the opposite direction. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Straighten your left leg out on the mat. Keep the left leg really flexed. Gently draw your right leg towards the body. Lift your head towards your shin and release back down. Lift your head towards your shin and release down. One more time, lift your head towards your shin and release your head down. Draw your knee in, hug your knee in nice and tight. Take hold of the knee with your left hand. Open your arm out to the side. Drag your knee across the body as you twist into the left side. Gaze at your right fingertips if that feels right to you. Can you rotate your upper body to bring your right shoulder further to the mat? Gaze at those right fingertips and relax. Let go of whatever you can. See, my left hand here is on top of my right knee. It's an anchor. It can help me give the twist a little bit more or a little bit less. So find that perfect place for you. Not too hard, not too easy, that sweet spot that feels just right. Hopefully it feels nice and yummy. Look up towards the ceiling, draw your knee in, hug both knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn back into a little ball, exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. Bring your feet down on the mat, we're gonna roll to the right side. We're coming back up, we're coming up into tabletop position. So in tabletop position, we want our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. Drop your belly, lift your heart, and look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. It's moving in and out of cat-cow at your breath. Come back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Come high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. And pedal your feet if that feels right to you. Let's come home to your downward facing dog. Shake your head no, nod it yes. You can hang out right here or you can lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. You can leave your leg down. You don't have to go into three-legged dog. That's just an option. If you want to lift up into the other one, go for it, lifting up. Bring your foot back down. Realign your downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. So coming into a standing forward fold, deep bend in your knees here. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to take hold of our elbows. And we can hang or rock from side to side. Let your head be heavy. Let your upper body just cascade out of your hips. Relax, let go. Relax everything forward. Release your hands down outside of your feet. Deep bend in your knees. We're gonna ragdoll up one vertebra at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. My upper body is gonna just disappear from the screen, but I'm just lifting up into a standing position, bringing my shoulders up into my ears, relaxing my shoulder blades down my back. So finding my Tadasana, my mountain pose. Inhale, lift your arms up. Swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway and fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Inchworm forward, little cobra. Tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Take 3 big deep breaths right here. In through your nose, out through your nose. Look forward between your hands. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins. Press and lengthen forward, flat back and fold. Uttanasana. Deep bend in your knees. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen and fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Now, let's do a little bit of plank. So you can either bring your knees down for a half plank, core is engaged, belly lifted, or you can tuck those toes, lifting up, big breathing here. Hug everything in towards the midline. No matter where you are, it's exactly where you need to be. Knees down or knees up, it doesn't matter. Keep breathing. Keep hugging everything in. Now bring your knees down, melt your toes, bring your chest and your chin to the mat, inchworm forward, little cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Look forward, step your left foot forward to the top of the mat. We're gonna start in a high runner's lunge. So check in, is your knee over top of your ankle? Find your balance, arms lift up. So you can see my knee is over top of my ankle right here. I'm up on the toes of my back foot. Now, see this knee? You can bend it if you need to. We don't want to like lock it out. A little bend is fine. Lifting up, core is engaged, belly lifting, lift up. Hands come together at heart center. We're going to twist to the left. We're going to take our right elbow to our left knee and twist. Come back to center, hands come down on either side of your front foot. Melt that back knee down. Okay, so here we're coming back to getting into these hips, right? Front knee over top of your ankle, melting into this shape. You can stay right here. You could bring your left hand on the inside of your foot. Now, there are going to be some of us out there who really want to get into these hips. So if you have a yoga block nearby, you can come down onto that block. You could come down onto a book. You could come down onto a pillow. You can come down onto your forearms. So find the height that feels best for your body and your hips. Breathe your way in. Find that place that feels right to you. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Lift that back leg. Step back to downward facing dog any way you'd like. Let your head be heavy. Shake it no. Nod it yes. Look forward between your hands. We're going to step our right foot forward. High lunge on this side. Right knee over top of your ankle, 90 degrees. Check in with that back foot. We're up on the toes of the back foot. Engage your core, press into your feet, lift up. Now from here, so we could drop down and in, but what you really want to do is like watch my belly, check in, lift up. Hug everything in towards the midline. Bring hands together at heart center in prayer, Anjali Mudra. Take your left elbow to your right knee, coming into a twist on this side. Come back to center, hands come down on either side of your front foot. Melt your back knee onto the mat. Melt your toes onto the mat. Hang out here for a moment. Now check in, just check in with that knee again. Is the knee underneath the ankle? You can stay right here. You can take your right hand on the inside of the right foot, heel toe the right foot off to the side. And then, like I said, you can hang out right here. You can come down onto books or pillows, props. You can stay here. You can come down onto your forearms. So listen to your body. What is it asking for? Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Breathe in. Connect to your breath. That's all that matters. Coming back to the breath. Tuck the toes of your back foot. We're gonna lift the back leg. We're gonna step back to downward facing dog, coming high up on your toes. Lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Let your head be heavy. Shake it no, nod it yes. Bring your knees down. Bring your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Press your hips to your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big deep breath in, let it out through your mouth. Take another big deep breath in, let it out. Soften and relax. Walk your hands back. We're gonna bring our knees together. We're gonna shift our weight to one side. You're gonna bring your legs forward in front of you. I'm just gonna switch so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So from here, what I'm doing, you can't see my feet, but they are flexed. I'm pulling my toes back towards my body. So gently drawing my toes back towards my body. Hands come down on either side of my hips. Pressing into the hands, lift through the crown of the head. Core is engaged, belly lifting. All of the muscles of my legs are engaged. All of the muscles of my core are engaged. My diaphragm, my core, chin towards my chest. Lift through the top of my head. Dandasana, staff pose. Releasing your hands, arms lift up, fold forward. This is Paschimottanasana, seated forward folds. So if your hands meet your toes, no death grips on those toes, relax forward. So what we're trying to do, I'm going to show you from here, is we're trying to keep a long spine. So in that long spine, I'm coming forward until it looks like what I don't want, when I start rounding, that's when I stop. So find a long spine, and your hands might be here, that's fine. Long spine, coming forward. Now relax all the way. Now you can let everything go forward. Lifting back up. Okay, so Janu Shirshasana. Janu Shirshasana. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. We're going to take our right foot and we're going to bring our right foot to our left thigh. We're going to inhale, our arms lift up. It's a slight twist over top of your left leg. The toes of your left foot are pulling back towards your body as we fold over top of that foot. So even here, it's just like I showed you in Paschimottanasana. You want to keep that spine long, lifting up and then coming forward, not just rounding into it. That will help protect your core. It helps protect your back. Walk your hands back and we're going to switch sides. Extend your right foot out. Left knee bends, left foot into the right thigh. Inhale, arms lift up and Slight twist over top of your right leg as you come down over your right leg. Connect back to your breath. Let it be all about your breath. Walk your hands back. Okay, bend your right knee, bend your left. We're gonna come back onto our back, so make it nice and slow, boat pose. But you know what, before we go all the way down, our core is so important, and 30 minutes is not enough time to really get a good core workout in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our legs. Navasana, boat pose. So strengthening your core is so important for that low back. Core is engaged, belly lifting. Can you sink your boat? Hover your legs above the mat, hover your upper body above the mat. Lift back up. Okay, let's try that again. Can you lower down and hover? And lift up. Last one, lower down and hover. Lift up. Bring your feet down, reach your hands out, engage your core, slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. With control. Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all up. Bring your feet down on the mat, find the edges of the mat with your feet. Open your arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall to the right as you gently look left. Lift your knees up to center. Let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head right. Look up towards the ceiling. Bring your knees back up to center. Extend your legs out on the mat. So you'll make your way into Shavasana. I'm gonna sit up and guide you through Shavasana. But lay flat on your back. Arms come down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Close your eyes if that feels right to you. Do whatever you need to do to surrender into this shape. Relax, soften, let go. Feel fully supported by the ground beneath you. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Another big, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Just relax. Relax the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your toes. Let go of tension in your ankles and your calves. Relax your shins and your knees. Let go of tension in your thighs, your inner thighs, your IT bands, your quads, and your hamstrings. Let go of tension in your belly, your hips, your pelvis. Relax your hands, the back of your hands, the palms, your fingers, and your wrist. Let go of tension in your forearms and your elbows, your upper arms, and your shoulders. Let go of tension in your chest, back of your chest, front of your chest, the intercostal muscles between your ribs. Let go of tension in your collarbones and your neck. Relax your jaw and your cheeks. Let go of tension in your forehead and the top of your head. If any thoughts come to mind, just let them go. Whatever it is, you can think about it later. Relax as much as you can. Let go of any control of the breath. Completely soften. Bringing small movements to your toes, to your fingers, maybe moving your head from side to side. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment, honoring the transition out of the practice as much as we honor the practice itself. And then slowly coming back up, taking a nice comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach us so much about ourselves. It will help us become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I am truly grateful. Thank you so much for practicing today. Namaste. All right, good work, y'all. So I'm going to take you all off mute. You can decide whether or not you want to show your video. Let's see. All right, welcome back. So if you want to show video, I think you can turn it back on. Okay. How are y'all doing?
That was good.
How are you feeling, Genevieve?
Very good. It wasn't pretty, but it was good.
Doesn't have to be pretty, right?
No, it doesn't have to be pretty. Now, I will say my doggy was looking at me like I was crazy, but it's like, what are you doing in the bar? But yeah, it was great. Thank you. I needed that.
Good. So I will say I was very, very tempted to do an entire class of just yoga nidra, which is just us laying on our back doing a guided meditation. But I figured you all signed up for movement, so we'll do some movement. But don't be surprised if I pull that on y'all one day.
That's fine. I'm up for anything. Anything to take the mind off of where everybody's mind is. Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome. Martha, were you going to say something?
Yeah.
Deanna, how are you feeling? How's your back doing?
It was good. I can feel how tight I am, but I haven't done this in so long. I miss it so much. But I think with not only not doing it so long, I think we're all tight right now. So it felt great, and I went easy.
Good, good. How did Nadi Shodhana feel for y'all? The breathing at the beginning where we put our hands on and alternate nostril breathing.
It was good.
Could you feel the stress relief of that one? Maybe not right away. That's a great one when you are stressed out because it requires you to think about what you're doing, right? Like you can't just do that without thinking about it. Like breathing in through one nostril, closing off that nostril, exhaling out, do the next one. It really focuses the mind in a pretty unique way. So, if you're feeling yourself getting caught up in what's going on and just simple breathing isn't doing it, that's a really good one to employ.
I missed that, but I know what you're talking about, and that's really a good method when you're anxious to ground you. Yeah, look forward to the replay.
Yeah, it's a good one to ground into self. Susan, how are you feeling?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
just really light, but I can
Yeah,
hear you.
the video shut off, so I can't turn it on.
Oh, I can turn you on, I think.
Host is that? Yes. There we go. Okay.
There you are. How'd that feel?
I like the naughty breathing very much. It really helps me calm my mind. So, and this is a good counterpoint for me because I push myself so hard in life that the gentle yoga is actually where I need more help. You know, I love your Goldilocks. I called it the Goldilocks practice that Alicia does, where you just find the spot where it's just right. Like, don't push yourself. So I like that.
I think I mentioned it in the class from last week, but it's really worth repeating in that a friend of mine who's also a yoga teacher, she and I were talking about this, and that in our culture, when people ask you to just come to your edge, that often your edge is probably 3 feet already over the cliff. And so we really want to pull back from what you think your edge is, because we just push too hard, typically in everything. So. Okay. So I would love for us to do a longer meditation. So we're going to do like a 10-minute meditation. And I'm going to set a bell. I'm going to walk us in guided meditation, but I'm going to set a bell then for a little bit, and we'll all get quiet together. The bell will bring us out. So you can leave your camera on, but I'm going to mute everyone, okay? Okay, so take a nice comfortable seat, and I'm going to sit up even on cushion myself. So just get as comfortable as you can. And close your eyes. Really settle in. Just like at the start of class, begin to notice all of the different noises and distractions around us. Sounds outside of your room, sounds within your room. Acknowledge them and let them be. Really relax your way in. Notice the air on your skin. Notice the feel of your clothing touching your skin. Acknowledge it and let it be. Are there any scents that you smell? Just observe. Are they pleasant? Are they not pleasant? So without judgment, acknowledge them and let them be. And for this practice, this meditation, follow the breath in through your nose. And follow the breath back out through your nose. That's one breath. We'll count the breath all the way to 10 and then begin again. If at any time you lose count, just start back at the beginning If at any time you get lost in a story or a thought, just come back to the beginning. Softening here, following the breath. At any time you get lost or lose track, just come back to your breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Just coming back to the breath over and over again. Observing any thoughts that come up without judgment. Acknowledging them and letting them go. Coming back to this place from wherever you were, I'm going to unmute us. How y'all doing?
Good.
Sorry about the dog noise. Any questions about the meditation? Any thoughts? Anything coming up?
Mm.
You know, right, Genevieve? No thoughts. Let's set us free. But thank you for practicing today. If you have any requests on areas that we focus on, let me know. 30 minutes is not a super long amount of time for the yoga piece of it. But I definitely think that the meditation right now is just as important. And really don't be surprised if one of these is just a half an hour of yoga nidra, because I think we kind of need it right now.
Yep.
So know that that's coming. I'm not sure what day. It will be a surprise when it happens. But I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your day, and thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Alicia.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great afternoon.
Thank y'all.